So we're shooting a video series right now called Family Wisdom, and we work in the mortgage industry, but I know that each of our clients have just lives, they have families, they have dreams and desires within their family, and of course owning a home is part of that. But I was thinking that we in our family have a lot of wisdom. We have my mom, who is a marriage and family counselor. And today I have with me my daughter, Lydia. Lydia is my oldest daughter, and she is has a counseling practice called Concord Family Counseling in Franklin, Tennessee. And she works with a variety of people and situations, but she does work with one of the more difficult groups of people, which is teenagers. So, hey, if you're watching this and you've got a teenager, you might want to tune in and hear what she has to say. So, Lydia, welcome.
Thank you for having me, Dad.
Dad. Glad to have you, daughter. Anyway, so talk to me about what's going on in the world of teenagers today. Obviously, it's evolving, even from when you were a teenager not too many years ago. From what I hear, it's a pretty scary, difficult environment right now.
Yeah, Dad, I am old. I am old now.
Yeah.
It has been quite a few years since I've been out of high school.
True.
But I will say, with the addition of technology, that has really shaped the lives of teenagers right now. And a lot of parents don't know what to do in terms of, should we restrict technology? Do we let them have free reign? For the most part, parents are either on the side of we're going to restrict, which means that they are left out. Or they say, hey, have free reign of the internet. And we know what kind of trouble that kids can get into on the internet.
Yeah.
So that is the biggest change, I'd say, since a long time ago when I was a teenager.
Yeah. So how is that, how do you see that affecting kids? Are they just more aware of what other people think of, they judge their popularity by their likes and comments and all that sort of views, things like that?
Yes. I mean, it is a game. It is how popular you are is how many comments you get. And teenagers are already primed to be a little bit more self-focused and self-conscious, focused on their identity. Well, now they have an in-person identity, and then they also have an online identity. And those two things are connected, and they both matter to teenagers. And so what this leads to is perfectionism. And with the overload of information, I would say it leads to so much anxiety and depression. And that's what I see pretty consistently with every teenager. Even ones I would say that are normal teenagers have a pretty moderate level of anxiety.
Yeah. So if you're a parent of a teenager, what should you be doing today? What should you be thinking about? How should you serve and love your teen?
Yeah. So this is really different than how you are as a parent with a child. You're really super involved. You're giving them advice. I usually tell parents they are the coaches on the sidelines, that they go over the plays after the game, but they're not on the field. And so they're the cheerleaders and the encouragers. I know I'm mixing the metaphor right now, but the coaches are for their team. And so parents can be involved in connecting with their child, not only in this in-person world, but in their online world. Hey, what YouTubers are you watching? Can I watch one with you? Not to catch you in something, but because I am interested in you. I care about what you care about. And that really matters to teenagers to say, they might push you away and go I don't want to share this with you, or go away, you're kind of annoying. But underneath that is this calling near. It's this, I'm going to push you away, but I'm also going to say, come near, know me, care about me. And I would say to most parents, kind of ignore this part and keep being the annoying parent who listens to the heart that says, I love you and I care about you. That is, I'd say, the overall what parents can be doing.
Sure. And I think today, I mean, I'm thinking about just this as a former parent of teens many, many years ago. I mean, the people they listen to on YouTube and whatnot, they're influencing your teen.
Yes.
So there's so many more influences out there versus, when I was a kid, a really long time ago, it was your peers, maybe your teachers, the news. I mean, information just there wasn't that much influence coming from the outside as there is today. So your parents are just a small voice, and you, as teens, they're probably listening to these other people that are influencing them. That's kind of scary.
Which is very normal. This is a very normal part of adolescence, is they shift from family focused to friends focused and others focused. Who am I, not to my family, but to the world? Who am I and who do I want to be? And so it's very normal. And as a parent, you get to be the steady one saying, I care about you. You're important. I think you're amazing and great and I love you. And again, they might reject you for a while.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean that you aren't getting that message across.
Yeah. So I know you said before we started shooting, it's like you said, I believe every teen should be in counseling. I mean, and it's not just because that is your business. But also, I think you just genuinely believe that because of what you see in the counseling office.
I would say it is harder now to be a teenager than ever before. And because teenagers are listening less and less to their parents, normal, very normal, where are they getting their influences? So to take them to a counseling office and to have an adult who they trust, they listen to me. You as a parent can be giving the same messages at home, but they're like, Lydia, that is a great idea. It's so silly, but they will listen to me. And so if we are looking at their influences, putting them in counseling would add a very positive influence on the trajectory of their life.
Yeah, that's very good advice. And so, hey, if you're in the area and you do have a teenager and you feel like they need some counsel, certainly feel free to check out Lydia's counseling practice. But hang in there. If you do have a teen, you have the opportunity to stay positive, to believe that, and we talked about this with marriage, to play the long game, right?
Yes.
I love that. Play the long, we should just keep talking about that. Play the long game with your kids. It's not about that one night they broke curfew and you turn it into such a big deal that you break the relationship. Play the long game. Keep a good perspective. Like, they're going to grow up and be adults. Hopefully they're going to have kids. I have my first grandkid, Dakota, from Lydia. And you want to be able to stay in relationships. So don't be flexible and don't allow things to break. You're the one that's supposed to be more steady and flexible. And
I usually say, don't give up on them. Don't give up. It's going to look like it's over.
Yeah.
Don't give up.
Yeah. And so much more gets through than they let on, or that even they're aware of.
I will not admit that I find myself saying some of the things you told me as a teenager. I won't admit it.
Yeah. Yeah. So, it's they may seem like they're rejecting everything, but most of it comes back around in the long run. So, hey, much love to you if you have a teenager, and hang in there, and see it through in the long run. Get help when you find that when you reach that point to go like, I need help. There is help out there, and you can get it. So anyway, well, take care.